New therapist, here's exactly what to do in each session. My name is Cassie, therapist and supervisor, and I'm putting together a mini series on what you should be accomplishing in each type of session. So let's get started with the intake. The first thing you want to do is set expectations and confidentiality. I start off all of my intake sessions with my name is Cassie. I ask you a bunch of questions, get to know you a little bit better, go over what I do and what we can do together. This is also where we explain confidentiality. The next thing is that you want to go over the presenting problem. Why is this person coming to session? It doesn't have to be extensive. It doesn't have to be long. I see a lot of perinatal patients. So a lot of times people are pregnant or had a baby. They're having anxiety or depression around their postpartum period. The next is to gather relevant history. So I typically have like a simple history gathering session. Some stuff comes up later in sessions, like, where were you born? What does your family structure look like? What was your childhood like? Did you graduate? Do you have a job? Those kinds of things. The next thing is we go over psych history, and this is where we go over if you're on medicine, open to taking medicine, have you any bipolar or schizophrenic episodes? Do you have a family history of that? And this is where we assess risk. The next thing is that we identify initial goals. What would you like to go over? What would you like to accomplish in therapy? And last, I always end by telling people how they can find me, what's the easiest way to get a hold of me, what do you need to do if you need to reschedule an appointment. So I always end with how can we get in touch with each other? That's what to do in your first session. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Bye.